Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charlie, and welcome back to Academia. We're at the end of day 8, 6:30 p.m., and something interesting is about to happen. I want to show you this. So we've got $381 left. We're making a profit every day, but something's going to happen at the end of today that's, well, could have been really dire. So far, like, our utilities also just spiked. Electricity costs just spiked. And that's because of this. All these computers are going to cost us a ton of electricity. But something happened. I want to show you this. So I'm gonna let it go past 7 p.m. and watch what happens. So we're having a profit right now. All right. Now, the school ran out of money. Luckily, the local government extended you a loan of $10,000. So, a loan. Is it a bank loan? Is it a loan we have to pay back? Or is that a bailout? Have we been bailed out? I think we've been bailed out. See that? So, you can get a government bailout in this game. And it's because of this. It's because I went all these computers and I wasn't paying attention to electricity. I imagine you only get one of those. I wouldn't think you'd get more than one bailout like that. So let's maybe not do that again. This is not an exterior wall yet. This will be. We're gonna have an exterior wall here. I don't know about all this, so it doesn't really matter, honestly. We can always move it anytime we want, but we want that, and then we want the door. I think we'll do just one door like this, right in the middle of the whole class. And then all of these classrooms can just go and, like, they can use the computer lab, right? But we're going to need to offset that power cost because we've got a lot more electricity usage with all those computers. So I think it's probably time, since we have $7,000, it's probably time we head over here and spend $5,000 of it on wind turbines. And then we're going to get started with our little wind farm over here until we've offset all of our electricity costs. And then we may go even more further, maybe a little bit more overboard on that. A goon has been spotted. My hall monitors are all over it, though. So what I'm really hoping for, obviously, is a better graduate pedigree. We need to get these seniors out of here and get them onto college to really help our prestige, really help our rankings, right? So, seniors, we need to work on PE? I don't understand that. We've got the basketball court, and, like, maybe they're just not learning very well. Like, they're not learning PE very well. You know what? Let's check the schedule really quick. Seniors. See, PE is right here at 11. It's not even at the end of the day. I don't know. Juniors are going to pass history. I'm hoping that by the end of today, we see some really good progress on all of this. Freshmen are doing really well. They are struggling in 3 subjects, but math and history are phenomenal, and it's got a lot to do with our teachers there, too. Language skills are also moving up. They're in the library right now. We should probably make this library a little bit bigger. But I'm going to wait. Wait, chair times 5. Oh, I don't have the chairs built. Hang on. I want them to be able to use this computer lab chair. So let's put chairs down, and I think we'll just extend it like this. I know that's a lot of money. We're not going to buy any more computers yet, though. I do plan on having some computers on this spot. But I need this computer lab to count as a computer lab. And then building, we'll go to floors, and then how about we make this, I don't know, a purple floor? Purple carpet? What do you think? Fancy? Little purple carpet? I can dig it. Were you using purple carpet yet? I don't think we're using it for anything. All right. You know what? You'll get purple carpet. Here you go. It's another $2,000 for that, but it's meant to help us with our cleanliness, right? So I've been reading a lot of your comments. I try to read all of them, but lately, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for like taking an interest in my channel enough to like drop me messages. That's I can't overstate it. It's really a blessing. Thank you very much for doing that. It's actually getting to the point where I'm having a hard time keeping up with all your messages. So your goal is on my channel. Your goal is to make it to where I can't read all your messages. See, we got a couple of kids that are going to be standing around here, maybe. Coding some games, but she's doing it standing up. Coding games? Really? That's cool. What class are you guys? Sophomores. I am assuming this is science. I don't actually know. Sophomores, you are currently doing what? At 10 a.m. It's math. So coding games is a math class thing. Okay. Well, we're going to be really good on math then. But I don't see the seniors doing this. Okay, sell to grid is available. We're not going to do that just yet. What instead we're going to do is we're going to start getting utilities. We're just going to start getting wind turbines. Ouch. But oh my God, that like, dude, $50 a day, $500. Oh my God. Get rid of this. Get rid of the solar panels. Drop 1. Drop 2. Drop 3. Oh my God. 3 of these is so much better than 6 of those. So our electricity cost is going to be completely offset now. And we're going to have access, and we're not going to have the costs involved in all of that. Look at this. There we go. Yeah, and we actually have extra to go off of now. So hopefully this doesn't happen again. This bankruptcy thing. $450. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna save the money. Now, I was gonna say before I so rudely interrupted myself, I do that a lot. I'll start a thought and then I get distracted, and all of a sudden that thought is gone. I usually can get it back, but it's gone in the short term. I've been reading a lot of your comments. Thank you so much for that. One of them mentioned that you have to have floors everywhere. Otherwise, like if you have any dirt at all indoors, that it would make everywhere dirty. Which, I mean, makes sense because they would walk in dirt and then track it into the floors. But we have janitors for that, right? I don't know. But I guess I understand your point, though. So we're going to have to bank our money for a bit. And I think I am actually going to start a little bit of grid sales. And what I mean by that is like electric grid, right? Turning over to the electrical grid. We're going to start a little bit of sales on that. And I'm not able to do that unless I pay off my loan right now, which I cannot do. But once I do, I can get that $25,000 loan instead. And then use the $25,000 loan to research this, sell to grid. Because right now I can't do that. But any excess power I have, I can sell it to the grid. And then taking a look at objects, utilities. Does it say I can't sell this? Cannot be sold until sell to grid has been researched. And then, yeah, same thing with this. But spending $450 on a single solar panel versus spending $1,440, like we're talking about 3 times the cost for 10 times the reduction in power. It is insane. Wind turbines are way better than solar panels. So replace your solar panels. I don't think there's a single reason to use solar panels. Unless you're like really strapped for cash. But, I mean, as soon as we get to sell to grid, we literally just bank our profits over and over and over again by spamming these, right? Which, I mean, I said before, I don't think it's in the spirit of the game. But I'm starting to think maybe it's part of the design. Because money is actually really difficult to get to. And like if I want to have doctorate teachers and stuff and have buses and have everyone on buses and stuff, like this stuff is all very expensive. There needs to be ways to diversify my income, right? And this is a very passive and admittedly to myself, anyway, very lazy way of doing it. But it's the way that the game provides. So I think we'll probably end up doing a lot of that, actually. I'm not going to make a whole big wind farm and have this entire side of the map be generating me thousands and thousands of dollars every day, but I'm not going to do that. This isn't like, you know, the prison architect forestry spam. But we are going to be selling some power to the grid because we just have to. If we're going to be able to... I can't afford to have doctorate teachers and stuff right now, you know? I wish I could, but I can't. So it looks to me like for the most part, seniors are going to pass. We have 79, 76, barely got over the math hump. Language scores are good. They're going to fail art and PE, which if you're going to fail any subjects, to be honest, these two are the ones to fail. Juniors are struggling. They're going to pass art and history, but that's about it. I'm not sure how that happened. It's probably the large class sizes. It makes sense, right? You guys have brought this up, and it makes sense. Large classes, I mean, I brought it up too. Large class sizes mean a penalty to learning. And if I take a look at the reports, normally we see the teaching bonus, right? And right now we're not getting a whole lot. 0 plus 0, right? Because the classes are too big. They're having to cater to too many students, which means we need more teachers. But I can't get more teachers until I get more money. And so that's where I'm going with this. I think getting the cell to grid thing is probably where you're meant to go. I don't think it's against the spirit of the game at all. I'm actually gonna maybe embrace it a little bit because it seems like in order to get better teachers, you kind of have to do that. Also, a lot of you guys mentioned that I haven't. Also, here we go. Hopefully, we moved up in the ranks a bit. How in the hell did we drop in the ranks? Our grade is better now. How did we drop? We're actually better than Royal Regency. We're beating our rival, but somehow wow, like all of these schools are moving up ahead of us. That has to be it, right? Because like we have more prestige now than we did before. 74 kids failed. Wow. What? All right, we need these way up higher. These standardized tests are killing me. We gotta get better teachers. We gotta get something. At the start of every school year, you're given some time to plan and build your school while the students are not in class. When you're ready to begin, click the start school button here. Okay, so I was told, at least by some comments, mentioned that we don't have any costs actually in the build phase, like ongoing labor and stuff, like ongoing like salaries and stuff. I would like to test that because I don't know about that. I don't think it's accurate. I'm gonna save this as -9. You can see my save file structure. I even misspelled the save file intentionally. That one was intentional. All right, let's do this. And I'm gonna let this run for a whole day, and we're gonna see if they charge me. If they do, then this number will drop. It's $6,135. If they do charge me, this number will drop. Because right now my budget, clearly says here that I'm losing $9,777 a day, right? So if that's the case, and they are charging me all of this stuff, then I should be bankrupt and lose the game at the end of this day, right? I should. You guys did mention this. I'm going to fix it. That you guys notice everything. I've noticed that, like, all right, so I honestly, I really think you guys should, at some point in your lives, try to create a video. Just try to record a gaming video. Just see what it's all about. To see what that's like. To constantly speak, to constantly have a thought in your head, and to have to, be entertaining, not just play the game. And you'll find out pretty quickly that you're going to miss things a lot. You play games way worse when you're trying to do it for video than you will when you're just sitting back, relaxing, and paying attention to everything, right? Because your focus is split. That's just the way it is. So I highly recommend, like, try it at some point, right? And you'll see you're gonna miss things like the fact that I expanded this room but didn't make the whole room an art room. It becomes more clear when you see that the students are only using these easels. Which, come on, Starry Night? I assume that's the Mona Lisa. But seriously, that's a pretty good Starry Night. These guys should have passed. They should have passed. And then the computer lab and stuff too. I'm not gonna put any additional computers in here, even though I want to right now. I really want to get money. So we're gonna see if they charge me, right? $58.25 right now. And you notice I'm making money. I'm not sure how I'm making it. Cafeteria income, +6. Is it because of the vending machine? I put vending machines in the cafeteria now. And I also put them in here. I moved them out of the hallway because that hallway doesn't exist anymore. So I figured I might as well just stick them in here. I am noticing that the trashes are being used, although you'll see that the model is flipped again. It's a little bit strange. So I'm going to see what happens when they empty this. I think the model changes when they empty it. Or he won't do it on his route. He's on a route, but he's not actually emptying that trash. Oh, well. So I just want to zoom ahead. I wish you could zoom ahead a little faster, too. I wish, like, the build stage like this, we had time to go ahead even further. Okay, it's the end of the day. I've got 1975 left in money. Let's pause it. The only reason being that I decided to build this class out because admissions says we've got 30 sophomores returning. So I'm going to need more because some of the freshmen, of course, passed and went to sophomore, and we have a lot of sophomores. So only 25 seats available there. Now we can take sophomore class and add more seats for sophomores, and that will allow me to have bigger capacities, which, again, only really is a very good thing if we have teachers that can handle those class sizes. So we do need better teachers to handle classes that are this large. You probably want to pace ourselves in our incoming intake. I've got freshmen. I got all the freshmen that are interested, only five coming in. That's going to make 18 in the freshman class. I think that's probably pretty good. And we're also going to do the 2 seniors that are wanting to join. So there's 15. So I would hope that the senior class would do really well this time since there's only 15 students. Same thing with freshmen, only 18 students. It's these 2 grades here that we really need to focus on because they're much bigger class sizes. But either way, we wanted to see whether or not we're going to get charged on the days. So 1975 at the end of the day here. And when the day ticks over to day 1 to day 2, if we don't get charged every day, then we should see 1975 at the top here. If we do get charged every day, then what we're going to do is reload the save. I'm going to build that classroom, and then we're going to start the school year immediately. So let's take a look at 8 o'clock and see what happens. And we are absolutely charged some money. So we start the day down $500. School bus and bus usage. We were charged for school bus usage. Whoa. When school's not in session. So that's good. So you do pay for the school bus usage. That takes care of that question. But it looks like the regular salaries and stuff actually didn't tick. So you are right about that. But school bus usage definitely ticked. It definitely hits you for $600. At least it did for me just now. Okay, so I'm gonna reload that save so that I don't lose that $600. It's pretty valuable. And I'm gonna make that extra classroom, and then we'll go from there. All right, back day 1 of our build phase. All right, we're gonna make this classroom here. So zones, sophomore classroom here. Objects, student chairs, and I think I'm gonna stick with this size classroom. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this because as we get better teachers and as we expand and stuff, I think this size class will be all right. 25 in a class, I think that'll be okay. Let's lay down the floors. I don't need that many floors, though. Actually, that one's okay. And then the door will be there. And the walls will be here. There we go. And then expand the floors on the concrete tile up to here, too. All right, that's $1,700 left. That's all we got. For admissions, we want to take all the interested freshmen, all the interested seniors. We're not going to take any more sophomores or juniors because their classrooms are big enough as it is. But here's the ticker. We have now 6 classrooms and we have 6 teachers. So hopefully we don't have any empties. It doesn't look like we have. The schedule has adjusted itself. Okay. So, blueprints, erase that. Also, zones, I need to whoops, whoa, that was a weird zoom in. Once again, you guys see everything, right? So let's go ahead and get the art room filled all the way in. Computer lab, up and running pretty good. We don't have the carpets and stuff put in there, but I'm going to wait because we only have 1780 left. Now it says some kids aren't assigned to a classroom, which again is really weird to me, but I guess, right? I understand it. Let's take some of the kids out of this room and put it in this room. That way we have equal size classes that are also very small. And then we have this plus 10 here. I think that's telling us our teacher bonus. I haven't been paying attention to that, and now I can. So we have unassigned, no, sorry. You know what? These are not named anymore. We need to name these again. Let's take edit zone sophomore class. This is going to be sophomore 2, because apparently they didn't keep their names. This will be sophomore 1. This one will be freshman 1. Oh, you know what? I got a better idea here. 101. 201. 202. You get where I'm going with this? Actually, we need to flip these, don't we? You know what? We'll do it later. It's fine. 301. 302. Haha. Now this is looking more like what I recognize. 401. All right, these are just the room numbers, right? So obviously the 100s are freshman rooms, the 200s are sophomore rooms, the 300s are junior rooms, 400s are senior rooms, right? What else? This is computer lab, art room. All that stuff already has all of its name. The court, like, why don't they use this? They never use this. Pool. Expand that down to here. I got very like pool specific tiling right here. Basketball court, not hardwood yet, unfortunately. And then there's just the walkway that, like, it doesn't really look. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing in this room. This was originally intended to be just a big basketball court, and then the pool would be here. But like, I don't know what to do with it now. So, I think we're good here. Yeah, we don't have the money to make floors and all that stuff, but we have everybody situated, so I think it's time to rock. Juniors, I want to move them too, so go to reports. So 301 has 25 kids, 302 has 15, right? I think what we should do is move. There we go. Equalize this out so it's 20 and 20. All right, now we're getting better with this. And then 101 can be the detention room. All right, I think we're good. You ready, guys? We still owed $9,200 on our loan. Let's start the school year. We're gonna equalize the classes a bit more, right? All right, we got 10 grand in the bank right now. And what I wanna do with that 10 grand, first thing, I think I want to pay off the rest of this loan just so I can take the bigger loan and then be able to invest in power. So we're going to do that. Must have 350 prestige or greater to unlock. Excuse me? Oh, we lost prestige! Oh! What have I done? What have I done? I've paid off my debts. That's what I've done. It's never a bad thing to pay off your debts, but like, we could have kept the money anyway. I had 10 grand. I could have just done this. I totally didn't check the prestige. So we lost prestige. We got to do better. That's okay. This year, we're going to do better because we got a computer lab set up now. That's great. And we got an art room, fully up and rational art room, okay? So when we're lacking in our art studies, that's going to change now, right? AV room, we're doing great on history the whole time. Literacy, doing great on that. We actually probably should expand this. Oh, we have 6 grand. Oh, right, because the students came in. Cool. You know what? I'm going to do it. I know it's a waste of money. I'm going to do it. We're borrowing more so that we can research this right now. And then we can sell the access to the grid. And honestly, since we're going to be doing that, let's just get a head start on this and pop another couple in here. We'll build these, and as soon as that research is done, which will be done before the end of the day, actually gets done around lunchtime, then we can start selling that access power to the grid. And then we'll see what our profits are from there, because right now, electricity's free, water is free, everything's free. We should see this number have a net positive, right? So instead of $24.69 in cost and $24.69 in income, I would hope the income goes up. And then we just make more money in this every day than we are spending in on the loan, right? As long as we're making more of that, and I think we will. All right. Kids are moving around the halls. Again, you say we're supposed to have flooring everywhere, right? But like, what about these paths? Does this count as flooring? Because I noticed the kids don't necessarily walk on these paths. Sometimes they walk up here anyway. And the school, right? I mean, yeah, we could have them walking around like my old high school did, where we always did that. We would walk around, you know? Cafeteria was here. We would have to walk all the way through this and all the way through this to get to our classrooms. That's just how we did it. This existed, but I mean, we never just went outside to go in through those doors. Nobody ever did that, especially in the winter. Never did that. It's like, why? It's not like you have your coat on, you know. Plus, you'd stay inside and play basketball, and then you'd go through this, walk this way, and up you go and around. Nobody would ever go this way, even though there was a door, technically a door right here. You could walk out and do that, but nobody ever did. Granted, this isn't the scale though, right? Like, it wasn't like the classrooms were this close. They were like, it's hard to scale it here, but let's just say that it was more convenient to go around than it was to walk outdoors in a lot of ways. Okay, utilities. We are now doubling it. Look at this. Look at that. So there's zero reason now not to do this. Aside from money. Aside from not having enough funds. But literally, there's no reason not to have more wind turbines now. Because we're selling our access to the grid. Are you building this? Beautiful. So we're basically doubling it. Earn $10,000 from the cafeteria. Oh. Is it from the vending machines? Right? They're able to buy things from the vending machines? Is that why? Anyway, we have $1,000 and I need to make sure we don't go bankrupt because I don't think we're going to get bailed out again. And then I want to see how their studies are going. We have pretty decent progress considering there's 9 days of class. If they're making like, I don't know, 8 a day in each subject, that's enough to pass, right? That'll put them at 70. Puts them at 72. So they need to make like 9 a day, right? Yeah, like 9 a day, which, you know, is 81. So I think they can do that. I think you guys can do it. Okay. See that? Freshman languages and math and history. They're gonna have great understandings here. Look at this motivation. Smaller class sizes for the win. Good. And then when we get doctorate, like, I'm leaving the 25 desks because, well, one, it's better to have too many desks than not enough. But also, once we get teachers with doctorates, we should be able to handle 25 kids in each class. And then I think also there's a thing you can get where teachers are trained for larger class and get a +5 teaching bonus. So we can have larger classes there, right? So eventually we're going to have that stuff, and the 25 desks will be great. I think 25 is the perfect size for this. We had to have the classrooms be a little bit bigger than the recommended size. But once we get all those perks, we'll be able to have more students, and that means more money. And being able to accommodate the students better, too. Like everyone riding the bus and stuff. Bus usage. I could have more. We could say all juniors and seniors are riding the bus. Everyone else gets to walk. I'm just hoping that this doesn't tick down in a way where it makes me bankrupt, because like I have a really great cash flow. And we're gonna get charged for bus usage. See, that's why. So here's the secret then. As long as you have enough money to pay for bus usage, you won't go bankrupt. Because the rest of the money that you have for income ticks in an hour after the bus is due. Right? So now we're good. But before, we weren't good. So now more objects, wind turbines. Let's sell some more power. Might as well. Might as well. As long as we have enough for the buses. So let's also get the computer lab. Computer. Let's make sure we fill this class with more computers. And then I want to also start looking into getting this whole place to actually be indoors with proper flooring and stuff. We should be able to handle that, but not anymore. Because I have to make sure I have 660 for the buses. But we'll have this hallway moving up, and then eventually 4 freshman classes, 4 sophomore, 4 junior, 4 senior. And then I think this cafeteria needs to be bigger too. So we'll look at expanding this down here to have more room there. Can we repair that, please? And look at all this stuff broken down. 36. I'm spending money. It's not too much money, though. As long as I have 660 bucks for the bus. And if I don't, then I just take people off the bus. Wood panel flooring. Okay. How are we doing on our studies, folks? Averages. Bowels, energy, bladder. I mean, look at the health score. We're doing good now. Health score is great now. Look at that. Motivation, safety, they all feel very safe. Hall monitors. Yeah. I am going to start thinking about putting in another bathroom, but unless these are too busy and kids are having to wait a lot, I think maybe it's okay. As long as they have spares, right? Spare. Let's see. See, we're not fully saturating all of these yet. I love the sound effects too. It's great. Prison Architect actually could take a few notes from this. Like just the element of having a soundtrack, you know? Prison Architect could like really benefit from that. They really should have a soundtrack. I don't know what they would have it be, but it's better than nothing, you know? Well, I mean, I guess it's not necessarily better than nothing. It's quite possible that you could ruin it if it's a bad soundtrack. But right now, I mean, I don't know. I think it would benefit from it. Granted, this one gets pretty repetitive. I wish they would change it up. Maybe have like 2 or 3 different songs, 4 different songs. The more songs you have, the better. The more little loops and stuff. Because this can get a bit repetitive. But, I mean, other than that, it's like whatever. It's nice having it. All right. Now we're making a lot of money. I mean, not a lot. There's people here who probably play this game and just, like, put a wind farm everywhere, right? Which, I mean, we're going to have more. But right now, this is fine. I want to get another bathroom set up over here because there is bathrooms over here in this area. So that way kids can go to the bathroom between classes and stuff. Whew, in the comments, right? We were talking about how many kids you guys had, or what the like the size of your graduating classes and stuff. And some of you guys went to, somebody said 7A school. Like, that's not a typo. 7A? I have no idea what that is. I've never heard of it. But then you said that your graduating, your class had like 500 people in it. And I went, huh. Because there's a double A school. I don't know. It would have been like a half an hour from where I lived. There's a double A school, and those guys had, you know, classes that are about maybe 30 kids each, and like their graduating class was like 500-600 people. But that was a double A. So I don't know what 7A is, and maybe that's my. I don't know. Maybe I'm messed up in my like what I think is classifying these, right? Like how you classify. How they classify schools. Like I know they're by the size of the schools. I don't know what it means to be a triple A or a double A or a 7A. Right, we're gonna get charged like $700 here. There it is. And then as long as we can have that for the bus, then at 7 o'clock we get the rest of the money, which is a really weird way of doing it. I wish you would just charge me like every day. Why don't you just charge me at the same time and give me money at the same time? Like just process the payments, because it's gonna process it right now, right? I wish it would just do that. I don't know. Should we get a better teacher? We got a bunch of money. I think we can afford a better teacher. Let me take a look at the staff really quick. We're struggling in sciences. And Eve, I like ya. I do. That $400 salary. But you only have a 33 rating in science. I'm afraid that's not good enough. This 58, however, from Alvin, is fantastic, actually. And I think we're going to switch you. Mitch. Sorry, not Alvin. No, yeah, Alvin, right here. 633 a day. I think we're going to. I'm sorry. We need to do it. I'm sorry. I know you're upset. Alvin, you're hired. You're in our science department now. Congratulations. You're an art teacher. Current art teacher is a 34 for 388. Man. Let's find more. Willie is a history teacher. We already have a good history teacher. This one is better for less salary, but they have to pay that signing bonus again, and I'm not really interested in that right now. What about language? Language is ultimately doing pretty good with everybody, but I think we can benefit from having great teachers in every subject. We'll try to find more teachers now. You are 62. That's really good. I'm sorry, but that's really good. Charlotte, we don't have enough money for the signing bonus, so let's hold off on that, but we want you. Ooh. Yeah, no, still you. You're a 50. Everyone's in language. All the master's degree people here are language. But it's going to be you. Owuda. Maybe you should use some of those language skills and, like, tell me how to pronounce your name. Uida. Oida. But yeah, we have a better science teacher now. Let me make sure they're actually... Yeah, Alvin is assigned. Good. So we better see very good science scores now, right? We better see an improvement in our pedigree. Day 3 starts. We kind of have an average of 9. Almost an average of 9 per day so far. On every subject. We need people to pass every single subject, okay? I want everyone passing. I'm sick of this crap. And then slowly expand this hall to be, you know, all indoors. But if they walk on these paths, does that add to the dirt too? Because I like outdoor paths. I don't like the whole place being indoors. But I mean, we have janitors to offset that, though. Right? That's what the janitors are for, is to clean the dirt. So if I take a look at motivation, hygiene is going down. Decreases by walking on soil and dirty areas. Increased by washing. So walking on soil. So grass doesn't count as soil. So we could actually just do this. And all this walking they're doing outside here, it wouldn't mean anything anymore. It wouldn't harm them. It wouldn't harm their hygiene anymore, right? And then we, of course, we could just make this whole thing grassy. We have to be careful about our money, but we put chairs here, 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 and here. And again, as long as we have $700 for the bus, we'll be all right. Funds are running low. That's all right. They haven't even had lunch yet, so we're going to end up making money on the cafeteria. Right? Because the kids have to buy their lunches. Of course. They got to buy them. Those leftovers. You got to pay a premium for those leftovers. Here we go. Watch the money go up. Or maybe it doesn't. I didn't make any money. Ah, there it goes. Cafeteria income, $78. I feel like it should be higher than that. Ooh. Got some snogging happening. Going to use computer. Get to class, you two. I'm using snogging because my son, my wife, we watched Harry Potter recently, and they use the word snogging. I know for those of you in the UK, it's probably like that's just your common phrase for like kissing, but making out or whatever. No, but I heard it recently, so I'm saying it. Okay. Do you guys ever do that, or is it just me, where you see a movie or a TV show or something and you find yourself like just organically using the language of that show? We need to get all of this in. So their hygiene goes down from walking in that stuff. So okay, that makes sense. So walking on this, it didn't look like it was affecting them. I want to get a click on you. I want to see it in real time. See, it's doing it again. It's putting it to max speed again. Very weird. But see, you're on the grass. Hygiene is, it's increased by washing, but like you're not decreasing and you're walking on the grass. So that's okay. So we need to have all this painted in, all this grass planted everywhere, right? To help with that hygiene problem. What about the field? We probably should put grass in the field too, right? Yeah, because this is like mud. So they can't do their exercises very well in the mud. So tomorrow, I'm going to spend a bunch of money on grass to help their hygiene. I'm learning, okay? It takes a bit. A lot of you guys who've played this before, you're telling me all these tips. You guys know things. And that's okay. But, sometimes young Padawan learners, right? We just have to venture out on our own and learn, sometimes the hard way. I like to think of it as the fun way. Unlike these kids who are thinking about basketball while doing jumping jacks in the mud. All right, I'm going to leave this video here. It's getting a little bit long. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we do better this time. Man, the rank is not happening. But with better teachers comes better education. And so far by the end of this day, we need to average 9 points of progress per day on every subject. We're slacking on art for the seniors and the language too. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. Give me a like on this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And feel free to answer any of the bajillion questions I asked in this video. Answer those in the comments. If you guys can comment faster than I can keep up with them, then you're winning. Because I'm still able to read every comment, but barely. This channel is getting busy, and I love it. Thank you so much. We'll see ya. Bye.